in somebody's name, or you can put in the address, and it'll show you. Like, it brings it right up. Like, if you put in, like, 542, it'll show you everything in that area, 542. Like, it's super easy for Cuyahoga County, thankfully. So the third one they gave me, I went, and it was demolished. Then he tried to give me something in Detroit. He tried to give me something in Flint. I said, I live in Flint.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Cleveland. Like,
it's
what are you going to do over there?
Here comes the Miracle Man himself,
so,
Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a two-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division.
Just tell me that. Be okay with that. You know what I mean?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
I gave him an out. I said,
fans are ready, and it looks like the
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Just
so here we go. Should be a good one.
Because I knew what he was doing.
It's all offense all the time.
Thank you for that when you told me that you and Greg had conversation about you carrying his name.
This was at the beginning, like at the very beginning, because he was like the community and the black community.
Ooh, a good straight. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be right. Concentrate.
So carry them for him. I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't carry money. I mean, shit, I'm trying to get a hold of Jelly Roll and Bunny. Let me out.
Oh, man.
I had done in the process. I had told when I first got the money. A lot of
people that even come up in conversation, like, he owes you $18,000 to $16,000, whatever. Like, you're talking about real estate. How the fuck do you get to having a baby for somebody? Like,
because I had already done this. I had done 2 surrogacies. I did for a Chinese couple. I did twins and I did a single. So I had like some money. That's how I had some money off to the side. So I had already done 2 surrogacies.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Conversation, I guess, is
Katy Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
I think because I was trying to do a hard surrogacy or something, but it's like the stress of this, like I just couldn't, like I wasn't going to do it. I don't even remember, in all honesty. It's been so long.
Scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner. And now,
I made devil
from
eggs
Bray, Ireland, here is a
eggs.
2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing Katy Taylor.
Somebody else, it's like that's what he would do. You know, like
fighting
they said,
out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland. She became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4
like he would like
titles,
let you know,
a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world. Simply the best, Katy.
I mean, after I talked to some people, it's like everybody was cool. So it's like, you know.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about.
That was early. That had to be like 2019, 2020, like maybe.
Great to have you with us for this
all
action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed.
You think he owes some people in Cleveland?
I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence,
like I said,
but no, they just want to fight.
Lucky, and especially for mine was so good. You want to go lucky, but mine was low. There was no way I was giving anybody.
Just avoids the left uppercut.
You know, I mean, I was struggling with 18, and I was listening to your stuff last night.
There's a counter shot.
You know,
and this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a
like
roof on
everything
you.
I
You
was
don't
going through,
understand.
like I was
When you're
working
working,
side jobs,
when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating,
and
and
then
you're
you
on the
with somebody
wrong
last night, it's
side
like
of
you
a
almost like
beating. This
embarrassed
can
to
be
tell me.
hellfire on
You know what I mean? None of my friends knew. Like, they knew initially I started because I was excited, but it's like everyone's like, oh, what's going on? Where's this at? Like, where's your
Halfway
house?
through the round, and there's
like,
not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly
until
matched,
the
skill for
job
skill, tap
came
for tap.
out, it's
Now
like
this
then I
fight
could
will say, you know what, I'm just that
finally
notch above him,
able
and so
to
I've got to respect
space.
both of them more than
And it
happy.
took a lot of stress off me, but it's like you get like embarrassed. Like,
Only catching air with that hook.
real estate.
So, one question that came up in the super chat. Thank you, Sway HCX.
Trying to land that jab.
Convention,
No.
So close to that uppercut.
No.
Nice counter shot.
Yeah.
This round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
The defensive line for the University of Pittsburgh. No. You can pull some good eyes.
Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out and style it out.
So you made Greg Yellow Wings and had conversation about carrying his baby, but you trying to tell me that you was too good to give him some loving?
No.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.
No, if he did, it wasn't me. I don't think black eyes. That's not my cup of tea.
You don't date black guys, you still like you do. You got a little swing in your motherfucking in your accent.
Man, I get it.
Mosquito can knock you out with one
When I
punch.
get excited, it's coming back. Then I get drunk.
Like a bee.
Yeah, it sound like you don't date black. That sound like it sound questionable.
Man, everyone's got their fucking
Maybe you make it sound like for black men, that shit.
Anybody home
I
with
got
that hook.
black friends. Like, I mean, like, some of my best. I have one really good high school friend from high school. Not very, he's still like one of my good guy friends.
Ain't no black guy ever hit it.
Nope. Just never been my cup of tea. And I do like.
Shot by her.
I just actually just went for a blonde guy, which is kind of funny. But like I did like darker, like maybe like Italian, like Mexican, Puerto Rican. I don't know. Just
Greg Gas on shot too black.
Not over here. Only black when you're coming near me is off the brick. Okay?
Missing with that jab.
There you go. You got it.
The scorecards are going to be all
yeah, we don't believe you. Like I would say here in the chat, we don't believe you.
You can go there. I ain't got no reason to lie.
This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. I wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice.
You got a lot of twang in that shit over there.
There's the bell for round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. We're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Very competitive competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He got clipped by that counter. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? Just misses with that jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. Catch and shoot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting. And down goes Katie Taylor. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods took her out.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Nice counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here or this fight is going to be over.
They believe they're
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well done with that counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter shot. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. gets another scoring shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Big right uppercut scores. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... Let's start the sixth. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A lot of effort being exerted here. See the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Here comes round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Well, you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That jab doesn't find a home. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. And we enter the 8th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good defense with that left jab. And they figure out the combination to this thing.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Swing and a miss with that hook. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. What art, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there.
Oh, don't fucking with me, huh?
Settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this? Study my movements. Go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations. Bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work. I watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is the chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time to...
It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, fighting out of New York, New York. He is one of the most talented fighters in this division. Let's see what he's got for us in this one.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter punch. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good one. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't...
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The perfect counter lands. Nice exchange here from both men. Threw a punch and just got countered. A swing and a miss with that jab. This is a high-octane battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise. On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore. A straight right just misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter shot. And this with that jab. A straight right just misses. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A straight right just misses. Shot lands. Didn't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it.
On to the 5th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Trying to land that jab. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those caught areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no... Let's start the sixth. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round? Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Seeing. Perfect counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
There's a counter shot. Misses with the jab. That jab misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? Round 7, here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be afraid. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The jab doesn't quite connect. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. feelings in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's... Here's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Pensacola's finest is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter punch. It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. What a dominant performance in his...
I think over around 300 punches, man. You actually be one and look at the spam power punches. Like, these niggas don't know how to fight. I do the same amount of jabs, so that make it make sense. Bad.